I have two interesting questions here. One is this one. You can't compare China and Africa, okay? Tell me which country colonized China and which year did they get their independence, and you will understand why. And we have this one. Next time say a specific country in Africa, just as you mentioned China instead of Asia. Now, my friends, listen. The only reason you can't compare China and Africa is that China were able to do what needed to be done to erase Western imperialism from China during the Cultural Revolution. So all the churches, mosques, Bibles, Qurans, and any foreign religion burnt down. Schools, universities, libraries with English material destroyed. TV stations, radio stations closed. The bourgeoisie who had embraced American and British culture, palming their hair, all cut off. And the ones who refused to change were sent 6 feet under. God had some 60 million Chinese visiting him at the same time. And that's what marked the movement that transformed China to the superpower that it is today. But China was actually in a worse situation than Africa before they fought for their independence from the British. Had suffered through 2 opium wars where the British were using the Bible, religious figureheads, to smuggle opium into China, making the whole Chinese population high on cocaine and opium. Next that they stopped being productive, they were just getting high all the time. They fought the British and got their independence in 1949, just a few years before Ghana got theirs. Now if you look at the population of China, 1.4 billion, and we look at the population of Africa, 1.3 billion. The 1.4 billion Chinese are in only 9.6 million square kilometers. The 1.3 billion Africans are occupying a landmass that is 3 times the size of China. Remember, we have the most fertile land, we have the most fertile people, so we should be giving birth more. This land has the most resources in the whole world. So my friend, when we compare China and Africa, it's because we all share a similar story. All got off track because of colonization. But China got back on track through the decisive action of the Cultural Revolution, while we continue to get lost as we veer further and further from our tradition. The faster we get back on track by looking at China, the better it will be for us. Listen, YouTube, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next video.